I can happily say that it wasn't just one activity. That we do have a slide that shows all the things that we've done, and in order to make a real difference, it is the accumulation of many different actions in order to make an impact. So it wasn't just one activity, and the main point I would say to make things achievable is to ensure that your senior management and trustees, because we are a charity, are on the same page with what's needed. So when we were putting things in place to achieve race equality within our organisation, we started off with some staff workshops to talk about diversity and inclusion, and at this point people got the understanding of what a big promise commitment is, and what my name is. And so both of those initiatives we've got up off the ground. With the Making Carers Count program, we are identifying our Black and Asian carers to be utilising our services as well. And it's also looking at the race inequalities that may happen within staff and the workforce and our carers and service users. And what is good about having the Making Carers Count funding is that it's giving us structure and funding to make things happen as well. We've also embedded the ethos. So Gaynor Roberts, our manager, has rewritten our mission and values to also include the value. I'm going to read this. We will have brave conversations to promote equality, inclusion and diversity, and adhere to a zero tolerance of discrimination in all its forms. So that's now embedded in the mission and values of the organisation, and so all staff know that this is the road that we're travelling on. Also, our equality, diversity and inclusion policy now includes positive action. So we are making those changes in order to ensure that we are supporting the group that are disadvantaged, and it's embedded in what we're doing, as well as ensuring our commitment to zero tolerance and approach to discrimination as an organisation. And it goes on, there's more things. For example, we engage with local organisations, NHFT, NHS, their equality, diversion and inclusion leads, and our service providers, to make sure that we're all on the same page, and raising awareness of what we're doing with our Big Promise commitments and our My Name Is campaigns. And that has infiltrated, and people are starting to take that on board, and they're coming back to us going, okay, you're a trailblazer. How have you done that? What does that mean? What advice can you give us in order to make the change? What difference can it do, and what has it done for you? So it's been quite an exciting time to have these conversations with people, organisations from all around the country as well, not just locally within Northamptonshire. We're also increasing the inclusivity of our services using the co-production model. So we're talking to people from the community, we're talking to community leaders, we're asking community leaders to come onto our trustees panel so that they can have a voice and influence what we're doing as an organisation. And we're reviewing our recruitment procedures to ensure that it's inclusive and reduce any barriers to people coming to our organisation as well. Okay. It's changed things. It's allowed brave conversations within the organisation, questioning, opportunity to talk, and think about, okay, we're meeting with this family, we've got this carer, they're of this nationality, how would it be best to approach this? So it's starting conversations as well. It's a journey, and we're raising awareness of inequalities and the experiences of Black and Asian communities. So it's through our workshops, it's given people that awareness of what we're doing, and also it's identified the areas that they're needing more support, where they're not feeling comfortable. Maybe they're not feeling comfortable about language, they're not feeling comfortable about religion, what it might mean to the people we're supporting. And it's because our training has been so bespoke, it's more reflective, and it's different from other sorts of EDI training, and it helps people to think a bit more outside of the box of what it means to be inclusive.
I would say as well that it has definitely attracted talented and skilled people from ethnically diverse communities. They want to come and work with us, and there's an excitement, about wanting to work with us. So yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, people want to join us on our journey. They're seeing what we're doing. It's unusual. It's different. And they want to make a change, not only for their own well-being, the well-being of our communities, and to influence other organizations by the actions that they are able to address race inequality as well. So it's interesting time, and it's since the rollout of the delivery of our big promise, we have attracted people who have said that what we are doing as an organization is the reason why they have come
to join us
and made us the commitment to join us. So, for example, we've had 2 ethnically diverse members of staff prior to this initiative on board, working during our daytime. We're now looking at, if we were looking at percentages, we're going 400%, because we're having a total of 2 of 5 new members of staff starting up, towards the new year. So it's increased, it's brought in more different talent, different skills, different outlook, and they're seeing what we're doing, and this trailblazer is making a big difference. Catherine.
And our Black staff in the organisation, we're feeling supported, but also by our allies. Our allies are also, they have a voice, they're speaking up, they're taking action, and you actually feel that the network is growing, the movement, it feels like the movement is growing, and everybody's feeling proud to take action. It's a good place. It feels like a good place to work. It feels like a good, innovative and inclusive place to work.
Okay, so we're looking at our key performance indicators, because we're moving from a small medium charity to a medium large, because we're so successful in what we're doing. people are coming, and we're changing so many things that we're doing, and it's such an exciting time. So we're realizing now that we need to ensure that we are supporting those protected characteristics, and we're looking at how we are going to monitor that and record things such as our recruitment, our promotion, our dismissal, disciplinary gaps and grievances and harassment, things that a small charity may not have otherwise looked at. But now, as we're growing to a big charity, we know that we need to monitor those in order to make sure that we're supporting those who may experience discrimination or inequality. We also plan to co-produce our tea break with staff and from our staff network, to make sure that we are discussing subjects that are relevant to the workforce. And we've got both bespoke training program that we're going to start putting in place with the feedback from the workshops that we did that we ran for the first 6 months.